All right. I think we're live.
Let's go!
All right, welcome in everyone to Earthbound Super Series Boogie Percent Tournament 2024. I am Attack Slug. I am joined here with Leslie Pro. Tonight we have DerrickGnC versus Oxwas and MissDesGames versus PebblePossum. It's going to be an incredible quad, our first quad of the qualifiers, which I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of quads because we do have 32 entrants this year. So fabulous turnout. But yeah, it looks like we're getting the race started here, and let's go. What do you say, Les?
Let's get at her! The countdown is on. We are getting underway very shortly.
Layout looks great. Racers look great. We had 2 strawberries, 1 mint, and 1 peanut flavor. Which personally, I'm a peanut flavor kind of gal.
I do like to mix it up, but there is one thing on the brain that I am curious about.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just speculation.
Okay.
We are at the early stages of the tournament, and I know in speedrunning tournaments, often we talk about runners hitting either a PB for a race or a PB run. How many of those are we going to see during the course of the tournament, between the races and the practice?
Yeah, so that's a wonderful question. And I think that's one of the most fun things to see with the Boogie Percent tournament and with any of our tournaments that we throw, because you are practicing, you are playing so consistently, right? So like, and you're trying, you're racing, you're being competitive, so you're trying your hardest while still having fun, of course. So you do see a lot of runners get those PBs that they've been looking for. I'm guessing we're gonna see quite a few. I'm guessing quite a few. And we're gonna see some like really close times as well. Because with so many entrants, like the skill level is kind of like all across the board, right? So people getting matched up after seeding, those are gonna make for some really exciting races. How many are you thinking? Do you have a number in your mind?
I don't have a number in my mind, but I think it's not just the number. But how far are those PB times going to come down overall?
I don't know. Maybe someone could put a little database together. I don't know.
We're just spitballing ideas at this point.
Yeah.
As Dez is the first to make the turnaround.
Yep, just our little walk up and down the hill in the dark in our jammies. It's, normal Earthbound stuff. The beginning of the run is kind of just like, you gotta go and talk, do this, blah, blah, blah. There's not really a lot that has to be done. I always like to say the actual run, like, starts once you exit your house with Pokey, and that's when, enemies will start spawning. We'll be seeing that happening here soon.
Yep, that's when the challenge really begins.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping we see a lot of PBs. I hope we see a lot of close races. I love a good close race,
Yes!
Those are exciting. And with Boogie, anything can happen, which I think is why it's such a fun tournament to be a part of, to race in, to do commentary for, just be a part of the admin team for, because it's Earthbound, and Earthbound is gonna Earthbound, and you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the great things about this game in general, is that you have no idea which way the RNG is going to go, and there is a lot of RNG,
Yeah.
and not just in battle, but the way the NPCs move is also RNG. That can really throw off a route.
It can thwart you indeed. All right, so once again, it is Derrick versus Oxwas and Miss Des versus Pebble. And we are seeing Des and Pebble, pretty much everyone talking to Dad. So we're going to see all 4 of our runners in this quad exiting the safety of home to exit out into Onet, where enemies will be spawning. See what kind of spawns we get. Okay. Yep. Nope. Turning around. All right. So both Des and Pebble looking okay.
Derrick and Oxwas had a nope, turn right back around moment.
Yeah. Ooh, that dog was in a scary spot for Ox. Okay. All right. Peb's getting around. All right. So, okay. Des has a crow, but also has a snake on the other side. Despawned it. Pebble got past that crow. Derrick. Ox was doing some stuttering past the snake here. Woo! Nicely done. And some stuttering from Derrick, too. Heck yeah.
Pebble and Des, the first 2 up the hill.
And, like, right after each other as well. So far, this is looking good. How's chat doing tonight, though? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's had a good day. Hope you're taking care of yourselves. We're so happy to have you here. Let's see here. Peen wants at least 1 sub 106. Okay. Brooke wants to PB at least at some point. Okay. And then we just have a lot of quad. Quad.
Now, the next thing our runners will be approaching will be the Starman Jr. fight, and that can be a source of RNG for not just the boss, but for Buzz. Because for Buzz, you want him to just charge. If Buzz charges,
Right.
a lot of damage is going to happen.
Yeah, so this next fight that our runners will be encountering is the Starman Jr. fight, like Leslie was saying. And it is a scripted fight, so there's really nothing you can do. You are at the mercy of RNG.
Yeah. I mean, it is faster technically from an attack standpoint for the enemy to guard. However, it's slower because that's less damage that Buzz is doing.
Right.
So the optimal thing you want to see is freeze.
Right. Freeze, I would say freeze and on guard, because just like you said, with on guard, you are going to be doing less damage, right? But with the fire, it's so much text because it goes across every single person in the party. So let's see how these go.
Yeah, on the right, it was all fire. So far, all fire.
I've been having bad luck with Starman Jr. He has just been throwing nothing at fire at me in my practice runs.
Yeah, that's all we're seeing is fire. It's like the game's reminding us it's still summer. Oh, there's freeze.
Oh, a nice freeze. Okay. Another freeze. All right. So freeze is on the right side.
Pebble's the first through, followed by Derrick. And Des not far behind.
No.
And it looks like Octopus is getting a guard turn. That's exactly what I was talking about. By guarding, BuzzBunch did significantly less damage.
Right.
And as a result, is still in this fight.
Yeah. So typically you'll hear runners say that you want to see, or like commentators, etc. Ox has made it through. You'll hear them say like we want to see like a 3-round Starman Jr., right? That would just mean that like Buzz was able to take him out before Starman can throw another round of fire at us. But unfortunately, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but you know what? That's okay. We are at the very beginning of this run. There's plenty more RNG on its way.
Yes. plenty, believe us, on that front.
So we just gotta talk to Buzz Buzz. He's gonna tell you a story. He's gonna gasp and groan and give you a little soundstone. You know, normal things.
Yeah, the way to remember this cutscene is when you're learning the run is you A mash until the soundstone's picked up, and until that first text box where you say yes. Then for the second one, you switch to a B mash,
Right.
to where he doesn't repeat what is said.
Right. Because in the run, you're mashing A and L pretty much the entire time, except for like pretty much right there. Because if you are just kind of like mindlessly mashing and you hit A, Buzz Buzz will go on to tell his speech again. It looks like
you'll
Derrick
lose a
into
lot of time.
dog.
And Derrick just lost a bit of time because a dog attacked him from behind, but that does get him level 3.
But that gives Oxwas maybe a little chance to catch up a bit, but Oxwas running into a dog as well. Looks like Pebbs and Dez making it through pretty clear through the Onet Zoo, as we like to call it.
Yep, and here's the first bank stop where you pull you pull 50 and you sell the Mr. Baseball cap
that this gentleman was just so kind to give us. But we do it because we have to get some different equipment. We need that cheap bracelet.
The plus 10 defense is better than plus 6, which is why it's done.
She did the mash. Please stop. And you will see folks pull out 50 or maybe 40. It just depends. It doesn't really matter either way. But you do have to do the shopping before heading down to the arcade. We'll see how these pogos go for our right side racers.
Yes, with a crit!
Nice. So we fight the Pogo Punks in this run because they do have a 100% hamburger drop. So it's a 128 out of 128.
And the burgers are best source of food recovery at this point in the game.
Yes.
Now the bread roll we got earlier, that's a good backup to have early game.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Derrick and Ox are both eating the bread roll. Well, no, Derrick maybe almost ate the bread roll. Alright, so Dez just a tiny bit ahead of Pebble here. Frank could be an equalizer or could let one of them pull ahead.
Or Frank could just be a bully to our runners.
He's always a bully. He's a weird dude.
I mean a real bully. I'll leave it at that. I mean, look at this. I knifed the star. What we want to see are empty turns where he does things such as say something nasty.
Yeah.
Which negatively affects your gut stat.
Yeah, which we did see.
Dez is through part 1.
Yeah, a couple of those on Dez's side. Meanwhile, Pebble's getting brandished.
Pebble's getting bad RNG.
They're fine. They're fine. Alright. On to Frankie Stein for Dez and Pebble, while let's see.
Ox was also on to Frankie Stein.
Alright. Derrick fighting Frank now. He's talking nasty. That's what you want to see.
The smash for Ox was for 50.
Let's go.
Thanks, Ori.
Good luck, Leslie.
Oh, I'm gonna need it. Just saying.
All right,
Derrick
so
decides not to take a chance, which was the right call there. Because if you're not at 23 HP and you get attacked, you're
smash.
dead.
Yeah, and Derrick getting a nice crit to take care of Frankie Stein. My luck has finally started to show up. It had run out for a long time, but it's finally starting to show back up for you, girl. All right, so I mean, once again, you know, it's left side racing against each other, right side racing against each other, but it is pretty close with all of the runners on the screen right now, which is great to see.
Absolutely. Des the first to leave City Hall.
I love that. So Pebble and Des will now go and purchase burgers because you're going to want to go into Giant Step with a complement of burgers, as many as you can purchase, because they are going to be very important in the upcoming ant fight.
Yep, Ox was being a bit more conservative money-wise, only pulling 90. Now, if a runner takes a death, they lose half their money. So, Ox was taking the conservative amount and only grabbing basically what's needed.
Yeah, for sure. And also another sort of like, I don't know if you want to call it a strat or maybe like just like a way to do it, is that you can pull out all of your money. So Derrick would pull out like 146, right? And the reason why you'll see runners do that is because if for some reason you have to like eat a million burgers fighting through Giant Step or fighting Titanic Ant, and you have to buy more burgers for the cops, you won't have to go back to the ATM to do that. Now, we have come to my favorite part of the run, where we fight attack slugs until we get to level 8.
You want to damage rolls in the 30s for this fight because the attack slugs have about 30, 31 HP.
Right, yeah. It can kind of be a good way to see sort of like where your like defense offenses is at without like checking the status screen. We'll be seeing a lot of stutter stepping in Giant Step. And hopefully we'll get a good mouse setup here because where where Ox and Pebble are sort of this like little sweet spot where if you get a mouse stuck on the ledge, the only thing that will spawn on the other side are the slugs. So it gives you this like really great opportunity if you walk in this small section back and forth to spawn slugs on the other side. Now, we'll be seeing lots of different types of slug strats, so to speak. You'll see folks, you know, get a certain amount on the first floor and then make their way up to the third floor where 6 packs of slugs will spawn. It's just up to the runner and what they're comfortable with.
Yeah, absolutely. I highly recommend against trying the second floor because that's where you get black antoids.
Yeah.
They are fast. The player's guide literally calls them out accurately. They are fast. They are nasty.
I'm getting called a nerd in chat. Oh man. I've finally been found out. And yeah, I agree with you 100%, Leslie. Don't even, unless you see like a 4-pack that you know for sure, you're like, okay, those are slugs. Don't try and mess with any of the little black squiggles on the second floor because they could be antoids. And as Leslie was saying, they're no fun.
Yeah, The Antoids not only hit hard, they can hit smash attacks, they can cast life up, they can call for backup.
They call for help so much.
Which is not fun.
Okay, so we do see Ox taking this mouse fight. I wonder if that's because he's close enough to level 8 that maybe that'll get him there? Or he's just sick of that mouse being there. I don't know. Nope, didn't get him to level 8. Maybe he's already at level 8. Quite sure what Ox is doing here. But that's what makes it fun. So Daz and Pebble both have, I'm guessing, I feel like Pebs and Daz are the runners who are doing that 6th floor slug pack as I was talking about. I think both of them do that, so I know Daz for sure. So we'll see. And Daz gets it. That was a nice spawn for Daz. That's good. And Ox getting a 4-pack of slugs on the 2nd floor there. Pebble not trusting that little squiggle. Which is probably a good call.
One thing to be careful of when doing this is that after 4 turns, the slugs are able to concentrate, so they're able to cast Hypnosis with enough psychic points to cast it once.
Yes.
Put Ness to sleep, it could be a bit before Ness wakes up, either by an attack or by RNG.
And another big 6-packs for Ox there on that 3rd floor. Derrick's still getting those 4-packs there on the 1st floor. But yeah, I've definitely been hypnotized by slugs in races, and it has cost me time because my Ness would not wake up. Like, typically, like, you wake up right afterwards. No, my Ness was just taking a nap. No, it wasn't happening.
That sounds like some of the RNG I've seen happen in Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
Mm-hmm.
And to make it worse, you're put to sleep, and the enemy rolled to have something else that was nasty, such as Hurt More or DL2 Breath.
All right, so Pebble fighting an Antoid and a slug. You will want to take out the Antoid first.
And fast. Unfortunately for Dez, that was a situation where the Antoid spawn was right on top of Ness. There was nothing she could do about that.
Right, yeah. And that's gonna happen. And I think, knowing how to handle situations when they arise, that maybe you're not used to, or you're like, oh no, it's like just part of, being a seasoned runner and, taking the time to practice and get yourself into those situations,
I do not like that 54 roll that Dez just got.
Oh no. Was it 54 for the Rockin'?
For the boss.
Alright, 65.
Makes up for it with a 111.
Let's
See,
go.
I swear the game knew I was going to complain about that and decided to change it up. Nice 70 on Oxus's end, by the way.
Yeah, it was just like a 65 and a 70. So Ox fighting Ant has pulled ahead. Dez fighting Ant. Pebble making their way up there, as well as Derrick.
What you want to see for Ant is empty turns, because there's no text that indicates this, but Antoid has bites of 2 different powers. A weaker one and a stronger one. The stronger one does like 40-something. If the weaker one smashes, it could go up to 60.
Yeah.
Also, Ox was first to clear the fight, and
Ox is through.
Not too far behind.
Let's
here comes PebblePossum into Ant.
Yeah. Derrick hot on their heels. But yeah, Ant can totally crit you, and you can do it back to back. And I think that's why a lot of people dislike Titanic Ant so very much. But Derrick, I just want to point out, like, if you haven't noticed, he has amazing stutters. Derrick is really, really good at stuttering. So Derrick heading into Ant as Ox is leaving, Pebble in their fight, and Dez making her way out of Giant Step. Oh, and there's that
Oh,
crit.
that was a smash. Speaking of smashes, that was a smash. But Pebble had a burger queued up.
That's right.
Saving their fight.
That's right. So typically in this fight, if you're around about 50 HP or so, you're gonna want to be healing. And that's what we.
Speaking of healing, Derrick just got thwarted by Magnet. Gonna have to use 2 burgers now as a result.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that too, because we use the burgers to heal more than the life up. Because even if you have enough psychic points to get a life up, the ant can, like we just saw, use Magnet and steal your psychic points away. So that can put you in a very precarious situation. It is, in my opinion, a smarter idea to just use burgers in that fight and not risk it,
Oh, speaking of risking it, Derrick almost risked it and is running out of burgers rapidly because of that smash. Last burger here still has the bread roll.
Okay, bread roll, take us to the end, and we made it! We made it through! Des buying some more burgers. Those were some kind of gnarly fights with Titanic Ant. Ox first to the cops.
Mm-hmm. Ant was out for blood today.
Yeah. Ant said, "Oh, first quad of the tourney, let's go." No, Ant, no. Yeah, 23 to 25 minute ants all around that's not bad at all. We're looking good. It's been a great race so far. Right, so Ox into the cop fights. You gotta fight 4 cops. And what do they like to do, Leslie? What's their favorite move?
The cops in this game, they'll either attack or they'll hit a crushing chop, and that really hurts.
It's the crushing chop.
Usually for cops, it's donuts.
That's their favorite food. But yeah. So after your giant step fight, it is usually a pretty good idea to kind of check to see where your hamburger inventory is at. If you're trying to be like super risky business, you could go in with 3. Cops can drop hamburgers.
Not guaranteed, however.
Not guaranteed, no. But so typically you'll see folks feeling fairly safe with about 4 to 5. But you do want to play these cop fights like fairly close to the chest, Alright, Des, 1 more cop to go. Pebble starting their cop fights. And Ox about to fight strong. Because the 5th cop nopes out.
Yeah, the 5th cop decides, nah, I'm good.
So you can fight my captain. But Ox in a very good position, didn't have to use any psychic points for healing. Typically, 2 rockins.
2 cycle for Oxwas. Yeah, you love to see it.
27:49. Woo! Let's go. Getting out of Onett under 30 minutes is like very impressive.
It really is, but Pebble, I think, just took a smash attack from a cop. I can't say I've ever seen that before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they can crit. Of course they can.
Oh, a rockin' fail for Des. Not good.
That's okay. We got another one. Oh, enough submission. Do we have any burgers?
A 48?
Well, Des went for it and she made it through. Yeah.
But still, a 48? That is towards the bottom of the range.
Basically.
Good lord.
Derrick with plenty of burgers. to make it through these cop fights. Pebble with 1 cop fight left. And Ox about to head into Tucson. Okay. If you have not already, please go and follow all of our runners who are racing tonight. They're all wonderful, assets of the community and Earthbound runners that you will be, enhancing your life if you follow them. So please go and do that. And go and follow Leslie as well, because he's also wonderful.
So the first thing Oxus did there was set a save inside of the department store. That's going to come in handy after we're done with Happy Happy Village.
Right. That's right. They're setting up a death warp, is what we like to call it. Taking out all the money because we gotta feed Apple Kid and we gotta pay him some cash. Alright, Derrick fighting strong here. Alright, we're going for a rockin'. 68.
68. And the second one, 65. So consistent, but it's enough.
Yeah, we make it through. 30-minute, 41 seconds for Derrick. Great job getting out of Onett. Because
absolutely, because there's some runs where the game just says no.
Yeah, getting out of Onett in itself is a feat. So all of our runners are doing fantastic right now. But yeah, you will see, unless we see a Vogler, which we won't go into right now, I'm sure we'll see each of our runners saving at the Tucson department store, withdrawing all of their cash, or a good chunk of it. And that is, like we were saying, to set up a death warp, which we'll go into later on.
Yep, we're not going to mention the specifics now, because that's a part of the run that is yet to come.
Yeah. And so we did just see on Ox's side that he went up, and all you have to do is go up to like that third little patch of grass, and it's to essentially, I'm doing quotation marks, is to look at the pencil, that's the iron pencil that's blocking the path, and it loads it into the game's memory so you don't have to go all the way up to it. It's just one of those little like optimizations that runners have discovered to save time in the run.
Yeah, which, speaking of, I do shout outs to Temple for that particular discovery, if I remember it right.
Was it Temple? Heck yeah. Alright, so yep, we did see all 4 saving in the department store, which is what you will see most commonly in the runs, I'm guessing, in this tournament. I'm sure we'll have a Vogler here or there.
Yeah, I'm sure we might have more optimized strats, because... Man, what did Zakubi cut the world record to?
Well, I don't know. You gotta be careful for crazy people in Tucson, though. They will chase after you. Like we just saw down on Ox's side.
Yep, the people of Tucson, the original crazy Karens.
They've been corrupted by Gygas. So we are seeing Des making her way, I think, back to Tucson, while Pebble is making their way to go check out the pencil eraser. Ox just picked up the pencil, and Ox is getting the pencil eraser. And Derrick's got to go take a look at the weird iron pencil, too. You got to be really careful for the UFOs in this area. They can hide behind trees, and they'll get you.
Absolutely. They are nasty in that regard, and they move fast on the overworld too.
Yeah, they have erratic movement. And not only do they move fast in the overworld, their speed is crazy.
Absolutely. Chances are they're moving first in battle, not you.
Yep. And so that makes it nearly impossible to run away from the little UFO. Little. Let's see, their speed is 53. So, yeah. And with the speed like that, sometimes even a rockin' won't hit. So they. Oh, what happened?
I think
we're
Pebble
pincered.
turned around a hair too soon.
Oh no! I was actually wondering. I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, I don't know if Pebble went far enough. Oh no! Oh, Pebs. So you'll see here, Pebs needs to go up to that third, like the third blade. Man, if I was Pebs, I would have gone all the way up to the pencil. I would have been like, nope, I'm not. We're not, we're not playing risky today.
I don't know, Hunter, but we're about to find out.
I don't know. Hunter, I'm scared. I think the bloop has been missed twice, and I'm so scared. But since you typically use all of your psychic points in the fight with Strong, you do want to grab at least 2 butterflies on your way into Happy Happy Village so that your psychic points are at full capacity. And Des erasing the pencil.
Des wipes it, and Fart Cave is living up to its name on Pebble's end. Okay, got it. Whew.
Oh, that was so... that scared me. Okay, look. I was a little stressed out for a second. Oxwas stuttering past snakes so as to not upset Ari. No step on snake. And also just to not waste time with a pointless snake fight.
Speaking of time getting wasted, Derrick ran into a hippie. So the only benefit from that is, well, you're listening to the Frank fight theme again.
And they drop a ruler? Why did the hippie have the ruler? We don't know. We have our first Ari point awarded of the season. Heck yeah. So I think we might have missed it, but Oxwas, I'm guessing, I saw him go into the shop. So in Happy Happy Village, you do buy a better bat and a better hat, which we immediately throw away. But it is just to ensure, ooh, Des in a bad pincer spot here. Taking the tree fight, I think that's probably the smarter one to take. But it is just to ensure that you have better defense and offense for the car painter and the cultist fights that we're about to encounter. So you can run away from the tree much easier, and then use the iframes to get out of there. And that's exactly what she's gonna do.
So Oxwas had a call for help turn 1, which spawned in an extra enemy. That extra enemy got punished for 100.
Not today. Yeah, so the cultists are a scripted fight, which also means you cannot run from them, no matter what. And they do like to call for help, and it's not fun. Alright. So Pebble finally getting through PRV here, and Derrick also about to get through PRV.
Des is currently making some purchases.
And you can steal eggs and bananas. There is a free, quote-unquote, free stand.
Shoutouts to those who use it in Ancient Cave.
Oh heck yeah! It's sometimes it can be so good in Ancient Cave.
But sometimes it is a letdown.
Yeah. Just a bunch of stag beetles. How about using a skip sandwich to get on out of PRV? We're done with PRV.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I can't blame them for that one.
No, me either. Alright, and Ox got through that second cultist fight, seemingly with no problems. You'll have to forgive us, watching 4 screens is a little bit of intensive. So if we're... feel free to drop anything in chat that we maybe might have missed, etc.
Just the one cultist left for Dez, and all she has to do is bash to take it out, but it took 2 attacks.
That's okay. That's okay. She still has 23 psychic points, so she should be good.
Got an 80 roll on the first rocket and a 64. Now is going to need a crash and boom bang attack. There
Okay.
it is.
Derrick was in a very precarious pincer situation and somehow got himself out of that. That was very well done.
So now, Oxwis is set up perfectly for the upcoming Death Warp.
And what did Ox end up with?
He is in the tie teens.
Ooh, let's go, yeah. So basically, back to what we were speaking about earlier, saving in the department store. After you fight Car Painter, you want to end the Car Painter fight with as little HP as possible. And we'll see why in just a little minute. Precarious situation. It's the triple P. The S is silent.
Nice one, Brooke.
Okay, Miss Des heading into her Carpenter fight. Let's see how that goes. Pebble made it through their shack fight, and Derrick about to start his shack fight. Alright. Okay. Nice. Des utilizing that extra sight, those extra psychic points to throw 2 rock-ends. Because eventually Carpainter will put up that psychic shield, as he just did. Nice, Des getting out of there with 20
HP. Very well done. The level up's going to change that number a little bit. More like to 26. So that's more than a little bit, but sometimes you get thwarted.
Yeah, you know, it happens. It's better than having like over 100. Okay, so we are seeing Oxwas in the mole fight. So you go up to the mole, you turn around so that it red swirls you, so that the mole attacks you first. And this is an incredible mole warp for Oxwas, because this mole can just be kind of silly. Okay, sometimes he's just like feeling a little silly.
The mole
Just
is sometimes more than a bit silly. I would say absent-minded.
Yeah. But since Oxwas saved in Tucson, we do not have to walk all the way back through PRV. That is why most folks will save there somewhere, at least save somewhere in Tucson. Typically the department store. Okay, let's see Pebbles in the Carpainter fight. Also with a good grip of psychic points. Alright, Pebbles through with 22. Let's see what their experience does. Another 26. Okay. All right.
They're getting unlucky having to fight an extra cultist.
Pebble's catching up, though. Oh, Derrick had to fight an extra cultist. Well, we got rid of that, those extra experience points that could come from car painter, so that could leave Derrick in a really good position.
Yeah, especially since his HP gain was 40.
Yeah. He's going into car painter with like over 100 HP, so he probably won't even need to heal ever. Unless something crazy happens. And here's
Car painter almost got taken out on that first turn.
Yeah.
How about that for crazy? Because Crashing Boom Bang did like 143, had dash connected, it would have been a 1-round fight.
I know, which would have left Derrick with like over 100 HP to try and death warp with. Alright, let's see. So you do show the mole your ATM card, because when you're above a certain amount of HP, if you defend, if the mole does attack you, it will be, cut in half. So you show the mole the ATM card, that way you're not defending and it can scratch you for full strength and give you the death warp you want to see.
Meanwhile, in Ox was in time for some jams.
That's right, and I will be right back.
Pebble's mole not cooperating. There it is.
Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Just a death warp, nothing else. Now, interesting decision by Derrick to... Is he gonna get rid of the teddy bear? Dude, why you get rid of the Sandlot bat?
He's getting rid of everything. Some people do.
Ah, God.
But it also could have been maybe a miss menu. But you don't technically have to have it. Let's see how Derrick's mole warp goes. Yeah, I mean, I agree on keeping the bat, but you know what? To each their own. And this mole is not playing rough at all for Derrick.
More like mole playing gentle.
Mole playing dumb. Yeah, I do think so as well, Brooke. I think Ox does drop bat. I don't know if that's more of like a full run thing for him, or if he also does it in Boogey, though. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe dropping the bat so that you can like bash the mole and it won't do as much damage, which would be one reason why you would drop it. But wow, this mole is just
The mole
giving
just got
Derek
smashed for
business.
1 HP, so it didn't get unconfused.
All right, we
2
can
times in a row.
we can auto fight from here if Derek wanted to, because Paula can do nothing. But hey, we finally got our warp. Let's go. So there's a couple of nuances with the mole fight to death warp. If Ness dies first, you can just auto fight with Paula because she will not do enough damage. Honestly, that's kind of what you want to see. And then she can just, you know, auto fight through. She'll hit him for 1. The mole will come out of his stupor and claw, etc. And then if you're under, I think, please correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I think it's like 10 HP, you can do defend for Ness. Or maybe it's like 10 or 15 you can defend. Yeah, you can do defend, and you'll still get the full, like, the amount of attack that you need to get the death warp. Other than that, you just gotta flash your ATM card around. Alright, so Ox heading into the hotel room to get kidnapped by zombies and ghosts. Ooh, it's almost Halloween time. I hope we see some good Earthbound Halloween costumes this year.
I know, right? I haven't seen too many good ones, but the few good ones that I see are very good.
Leslie. I haven't seen too many good ones. I've seen a lot, but I don't know if they're good. Sorry, I don't know if I don't think you mentioned it that way, but just the way you said it was so funny to me. Oh my god, Derek is being chased by the crazed man. No.
I mean, that's what you get for stealing eggs.
Not the unassuming local guy. Alright, so Des heading into Threed, and Oxbus starting Winters with Jeff, the Jeff journey. The Jeff jaunt. And then Pebble about to head to Threed as well. So Pebble not too far behind. Derek, I mean, and I think if, like, you know, Derek, that mole warp really got him. That was a kind of a gnarly mole warp. Tracked him across 2. Yeah, he's just been running from Happy Village since we stole the eggs. Alright, graveyard for Dez. Doing some maneuvering, which does have a purpose.
And while our runners are approaching Winters and Threed, I'm going to step away for a moment. I shall be back.
All right. This is one of the perks of the Boogie Percent run and kind of just the Earthbound full percent, like any percent run in general, is that it's filled with breaks. So you are allowed some bathroom breaks. So this is a pretty like common bathroom break for folks, or, you know, just to get up and stretch, do whatever, kind of move around, shake your hands out, get the jitters out, you know, that race time nervousness that happens no matter how many races you've been doing. But yeah, we are graced with some breaks in the Earthbound runs. All right, Pebble. Let's see how they. Oh nope, there's ghosts. There's ghosts and flies, and there's ghosts and flies. And oh no! Oh my goodness. Okay, Pebble fighting a ghost. That's okay. We can freeze them. We're good. Now, here's the thing. With Pebble fighting this zombie possessor, is going to give Pebble the levels that Paula needs so that Paula will have fire. So now Pebble will be able to use fire against Boogey Tent. And all those levels that Pebble would have to mash out at the end of their run are not going to be as many. This has been a deal breaker in the past. We will see. Zombies and ghosts and flies. Ah, the graveyard! Alright, and when Ox was fighting that dog, did Ox get a bread roll? It's a 50-50 drop for a bread roll from the dog. Alright, Derrick doing a left bus. Derrick going left bus. And Ox about to eat some stew and take a ride on Tessie. Derrick heading into 3 now. Alright, Des dropping the broken spray can, which is also a fairly typical move that you'll see. You can keep it and sell it if you need to. If you do keep it, it is a little bit of extra text when you do spend the night with the Tessie watching crew. It's just, it's up to you. Derrick, you're doing great. You're doing wonderful. And let me see those Tessies in chat! Tessie! Tessie! I need more! More! More Tessies! We got different kinds of Tessies! Show me all the Tessies you got! Oh, we have different colored Tessies! We got purple Tessies, we got gold Tessies, we got blue Tessies! We have Tessie with a little something in the middle! We have oh, Borland Tessie! Yeah. But wait, there's more! Alright, Derrick in the graveyard, Ox heading to the southern winter's shore. Yep, that's right. That Tessie, yeah, you. Yeah, you, Tessie. We love you. Gentle giant you. It says avoiding that butterfly because Jeff does not have psychic points. Alright, let's see how first proto goes for Ox. Can he get a skip? Meanwhile, Pebble doing the back and forth, the old shuffle with Maxwell. Ah. I love possums. I have them around my house. I see them sometimes. They're real cute. Although they like to tear up trash. But you know what? I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at them for tearing up my trash. Alright, we have our next Tessie ride coming up. Ox got through that proto fight. We're fighting the duck. I want to know what y'all think. Unless it's just like a perfect setup for duck skip, do you typically just go for the duck fight? Ah! Do y'all typically just go for the duck fight, or unless you can just get it set up like super quick, like somehow all the cards align, the stars align, the moon and the sun are shining, quack. Do you go for duck skip or do you not? Let me know. Chime in. I want to know.
Yeah, I gotta go with Ori on this one. I feel like Duck's gotta be in a good spot to go for it. And even if Duck's in a good spot you go for it, Bubble Monkey could still mess it up.
Okay, okay. Okay, I'm seeing some answers here. Okay. I like these answers. And I'm in agreement. All right, now Ox has entered Pond Cave.
This is bold.
This is what you kind of want to do, honestly. If the enemies aren't in terrible spots, you do want to just stutter through that entire first room. Now, that was a very weird, like, spread out situation of slugs for Ox to stutter. So it was, I think he did like the 100% the correct thing and despawning some of those. We got our third Tessie coming up. However, in this first little pod of the second room, if there's anything in there, you don't want to mess with it. And Ox maybe saw something we didn't or felt it. Yep, there's mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms being the big culprit here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can take like a mouse fight, you can take like a slug or two, like a fight with a slug or two and be fine. You don't want to mess with those mushrooms in here. They won't mushroomize you, but they're not very nice. We got more Tessies on the screen. All right, there's the pond of Pond Cave. If anyone was wondering, Ox just walked past it. And ooh, MissDes almost getting that skip. The duck was too fast.
Yeah, the spawns are not being nice to Oxwus here. You do not want any mushrooms in your path here.
No. The only time I would say, like, there's a couple times you can scoot past a mushroom, right? Not where Ox is right now. But that first pod in the second room, if the mushroom is like super to the north, they have such a small aggro radius that you can kind of like scoot along the bottom, right? And you can get past it. And then there will be mushrooms that spawn up above where Ox is right now. All right, let's see if Pebble can get this skip. Ooh.
Yeah, for Ox, for that up above area, if the mushrooms are more to the right, you're good.
Yeah, exactly. And Derrick's fighting a goat. Oh no. He should
Not
be
the fight you want.
He should be
because
okay.
that goat can ruin your day.
Also, that was real risky on Oxwas's part with that mushroom. You can walk up the rope to see if you can kind of trigger their aggro radius to see if they will go all the way to the left to get you. But man, Oxwas just flying. He said, nope, we're doing this.
Yeah, with how terrifying goat is, you definitely want to find... definitely going to want some HP. And Dez unfortunately got caught from behind, unable to run away, and
now I missed it, but did Pebble run away from that proto fight, or did they? I think they did.
I don't know, but that death's gonna set Dez back quite a bit.
Oh boy. So here's the only good news about this for Dez. She will not have to fight any of the enemies in Brick Road since she has already been through it. So this could give Pebble the chance to catch up. Also, remember, Pebble took that fight in the graveyard. So, and getting that second proto skip. Let's go. So, I mean, Pebble, this is close. This is real close.
Yeah. The race between Dez and Pebbles just got tantalizingly close.
Absolutely, and this is what I love to see. We have our fourth and final Tessie on the screen. Can I please get some final Tessies in chat? Please, I need them. All right. Okay, let's see. There's Pebble stuttering. This is kind of an awkward setup. See if we can drag that slug down. Can we thread the needle? Oh, no.
Nah, that wasn't going to work.
Mm-mm. You have to try, though. You have to try.
Thankfully, these enemies aren't too bad. Like, Rowdy Mouse isn't going to have as good a chance of smashing you here. Thank God.
Yeah, take out the mouse first if you do get in one of these fights. Dez with a pretty chill second room there, able to stutter around that slug. We'll see how this goes. Peb's grabbing that hamburger. All right, let's see what this third room is like. All right. Ooh. Pebble knows it's close. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Jeez.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there was no escaping that. You were either taking
Wait,
a
turn
single
around.
mushroom or 3 slugs.
Turn around and take the slug fights.
So, honestly, I feel like this was the lesser of two evils.
Do you think it might be? Pebs did grab that hamburger, and they got
it
through it.
too.
Okay, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why Pebs took the mushroom fight. They're extremely intelligent. I would not put that past them. All right, so Oxwas has landed back in Threed, and Jeff is meeting up with the crew. We are going to see our first Boogey fight here soon in this quad with Oxwas. Using the bad key machine to get out of the door, out of the prison, whatever.
Yeah, jailbreak.
All right, Mushroom's in a bad spot for Pebble there. Derrick fighting the duck. Pebble's getting through. Oh, man, it's so close.
Oh, it really is. As right now, Dez is having a chat with Dr. Randonuts, which, based off what I'm seeing, I'm led to believe that that's required to trigger the Skyrunner.
Oh, yeah, you do have
son
to.
of a monkey! Derrick had it, but Bubble Monkey had a brain fart. Oh, no! Oxford!
Oh, no, dog!
Oxford, no! Bad doggy!
No!
Doggy!
Jeff is dead! No!
So now Oxford is going to have to take this dog out to get enough money to actually, this is why you don't throw away the bat, folks.
Dude, that dog down there, I can't stand that dog. I'm like, I feel like I have PTSD from the dogs below the tent. I think it was last year, Brooke just said the Daniel dog, where Daniel had like 3 different dogs spawning all around him. All right, Derrick. Taking these stutters, very nicely done.
Oh my goodness, I thought he was gonna be in a fight there for sure, but no.
Like I said, don't sleep on Derrick's stutters. Derrick is a stuttering Stanley. He's got those stutters down. All right, Dez and Pebble both in Skyrunner. Dez a little bit ahead now. But as we just saw with Oxwas, anything can happen.
Yeah, well, the plus side for Oxwas now is that by virtue of Paula gaining some levels, can now cast Fire on Boogey. Right. Fire being the PSI weakness of the 10.
And there was another dog! Look at it! It's just standing there next to the good dog.
The dog is trying to make the good dog into a bad dog.
No! Alright, let's see what this BBR does. 686!
One hit KO!
Oh, let's go. GG's Oxwas! Really well played. Get your GG's in chat, folks, for Oxwas first of the quad to finish. Miss Dez and Pebble. I think this is Dez's last turn through, and I think this will be Pebble's last turn. Maybe Pebble has one more round to go? No? Yes? No? Yeah, Pebble has one more
last round.
One more,
and the time, I'm gonna get that real quick.
108.14.
And on the race time room, 108.17. Almost a sub 108, which we would have had if not for that bad dog.
That's right. All right, so Dez about to leave the Skyrunner prison room. Pebble crashing down. Got a little bit of text to get through. Will Des grab the teddy bear? Des is grabbing the teddy bear. We grab the teddy bear because the tent, you know, will attack the teddy bear more often than not. So it is a little bit of more protection. Des using that skip sandwich to zoom on down to the Boogey tent. Let's see how this goes for her.
Zoom on, run on down, just like on The Price is Right.
There's another
dog off in the distance.
Another dog. Oh, Derrick getting caught between cave boys. No.
This is the absolute worst. The only thing you can do here is run, because otherwise, to beat it, you would have to use your big bottle rocket, which you do not want to do in this run.
423 freeze and a bottle rocket. This should take care of it for Des. And that's it. GG's.
Do it. Des takes it. But see how close it is.
If Pebble can one shot with the BBR, Pebble could still Oh my gosh. 370, no!
370, start praying. Oh wait, you got fire, never mind.
Are you serious? Oh my god. Boogeyton, why you do this?
RNG, why you do this? Because that 370 was a garbage roll.
GG's. I mean, it's not over yet, though. We have to grab the fly honey. Oh. So close. Oh my goodness. Oh, GG's, Des.
GG's to both Des and Pebble. Times in race time.
Incredible race over there.
110.39, 110.46. Des takes it by 7 seconds.
Yeah, that was great. This is why we do this.
That was incredible.
That was so good. Oxos with the tank glitch. That was amazing. Man. And Derrick heading to 3 to finish off the Boogey tent. Woo! Clap, 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 clap.
Meanwhile, we're seeing some tank glitch shenanigans. One of my personal favorite ways to end a Boogey % run is with the tank glitch.
That was a really great race.
Now let's watch as DerrickGnC to close this out.
That's right. Circling 3 to looking for his friends.
Admittedly, it would be cool if the debug menu popped up during one of these.
Yeah. We did have another race going on during this quad, and that was Maladroid and Softnum. Unfortunately, we were not able to stream that. We might be able to do a restream of the VODs, so that could possibly happen. We do have a lot of races going on in these next 4 weeks, so please remember that we will try to restream as many as possible. However, it's not always going to be guaranteed. So they were racing at about 8:30. So they should be finishing up here shortly as well. So that race is done. And then let's see how Derrick goes.
So Pebble's got an interesting effect going here. The battle text box with just the same characters repeating.
Oh no. Oh no.
To respond to chat.
Don't do it. Oh no.
I don't think I've seen that either.
Oh no. Alright. There's some lag. There's flies down there, Derrick. Be careful.
Flies down there. Don't want to fly too close to that tent.
Tell him to buzz off. Another dog! No, dogs everywhere!
What in
there's
the
two of them.
world?
There's 2 of them! Okay, we're finally clear. Let's go. Pretty much. If they didn't run into one, there was like a dog on the screen, like chilling, just waiting. All right, another 315.
315.
Wow. Okay.
What in the actual
Jeff. Okay, Jeff.
is that roll?
It's the doo-doo roll.
That was like a MBR and now a rockin' fail. Oh boy.
That's okay. We got
gross.
this. We got this. People have
Not enough PP for free, so either you're bashing. Oh, and it smashed the teddy bear.
What did the teddy bear do to you, Boogey?
Mind you, but that's still a smash. Anyway, get your GGs in chat for Derrick.
GG's, everyone. Incredible races tonight. Very well done. Woo! Well, that was exciting. Let's go.
Absolutely, and that's the way I like it. Exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Peen Train versus Mildane. That is tomorrow, Thursday, the 19th. And then at 10 p.m., it is my race, Attack Slug, versus Lord Taco. That's at 10 p.m. Eastern. You can catch those. I believe you can catch both of those here on Earthbound Super Series. So if you have not followed yet, please do so. This is where the entire Boogey tournament will be held. Join our Discord, and I'm so stoked.
I do have something to announce just now.
Okay.
Is that Derrick finished the time of 1:15:48, and the Race Time chat has announced a new personal best time for Boogey %. I don't know if that's an actual PB or a race PB, but still, that's pretty darn awesome.
Awesome! Yeah! That's great! GG. And we were just talking about PBs at the beginning of the stream. We're gonna see a lot, folks. I have a good feeling this year.
Absolutely. I mean, my co-commentator here, Slug, got a PB late
Actually did.
night.
I did after like 2 years.
Happening, folks.
They're happening. PBs are in the air. Thank you, Temple, for the restream. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I mean, I think that's gonna do it for me. Any final words?
That's it for me as well. This is going to be a very fun tournament. This is going to be a very fun next several weeks for the Earthbound Super Series community, as it is Boogey % season.
We are in it.
Hold it. Derrick saying it wasn't a PB, but it was a race PB. So.
Still counts. Take the PB. We're raiding into Lord Taco. Y'all go show him some love. Our races tomorrow. Peen Trains, the Ain races are tomorrow. We'll see y'all then. Good night.
Stay kind, stay safe. Good night, everybody. And GG's.